back to this Venezuela shit, right? As you all know, in the last month or so, the United States government has been blowing up a lot of drug boats in Venezuela. We just blew up one today, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a part of Trump's larger war on drugs. Now, depending on how liberal or conservative you are, your views on this might change, might depend.
Oh my God.
I think 4 dead in that, okay? And let's see the comments. Now you see why we don't have universal health care. Stop using the word alleged. Hell yes, I voted for this. I approve this message. Hey, Pedro. This never gets old, okay? Get some. Good job, right on. Thank you, Mr. President, for keeping America safe. Now, okay.
Can I just say something?
Good, what are you gonna say?
I get wanting to protect the country, but to watch that doesn't make me necessarily feel good. Like, people just died in that. So to have people applauding, like in the comments, like, good job, right on, kill him, murder, like, there are better ways, I think, to deal with it.
Okay, now okay, that's one way to look at it. Now there's a couple issues with this, if you ask me, right? Number one is that the United States of America does not execute drug dealers. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you would be arrested and then taken to court. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you, Mr. Mister, for becoming a member.
Mr. Mister.
You would be arrested and taken to court, right? And this is the government telling us that these are drug boats. Okay? We don't have like any evidence beyond what they telling us. You get what I'm saying? And also, Trump's beef with Venezuela ain't over no fucking drugs. This far more complicated than that. You know what I mean? Like his issues with Maduro go way beyond fucking drugs. You know what I mean? And some people even suspect that some of these crafts could be human smugglers. So when you blow up the boat, you blow up the people that smuggle as well, you see? So the US military has never done this like this before. This is something new. And there are people on both sides of the aisle who are concerned about this, Republicans and Democrats, you know what I mean? You know, so it really depends. This is like the 3rd or 4th one we did. But now they're talking about taking it to the next level. So what we would be doing, guys, is we would be going into Venezuela, seizing their ports and the airfields, right? This the plan. Now, let's stop for sound. Let's see what this says. Escape. Can I rewind this? Yes, I can.
The U.S. military is reportedly preparing to seize ports and airfields of Venezuela, as Donald Trump declared a full-scale war on drug cartels. The president stunned Washington by formally declaring that America is in a non-international armed conflict with the Latin American terrorist organizations. The move, revealed in a secret memo to Congress, gives Trump sweeping wartime powers to strike, kill, and detain cartel fighters without trial. And it comes as the Pentagon quietly builds a force big enough to grab and hold territory on Venezuelan soil. U.S. planners now have enough firepower positioned to seize key ports and airfields if ordered, according to the Washington Examiner. Navy warships, a submarine, stealth jets, more than 2,000 Marines, and helicopters are said to be some of the military assets being deployed off the coast of Caracas. Special Operation Forces have rehearsed parachute and airfield seizure drills in the Caribbean. And Puerto Rico has become a major staging post, with constant flights delivering troops and equipment. According to defense insiders, the deployment is far beyond routine counter-drug patrols. It suggests that Washington wants the option to strike deep inside Nicolas Maduro's regime if needed. Tension spiked overnight when Venezuela's defense minister Vladimir Padrino Lopez claimed 5 F-35s were detected by air defense systems off the coast of Venezuela. Padrino blasted the flights, as a provocation and vowed that Caracas will not be intimidated. The Trump administration argues that the traffickers kill tens of thousands of Americans each year, and that Venezuela's criminal networks, including the notorious Tren de Aragua and the regime-linked Cartel de los Soles, act with state protection. Trump has personally accused Nicolas Maduro of mass murder, drug trafficking, sex trafficking, and acts of violence and terror. He also slapped a $50 million bounty on his head and ordered U.S. Southern Command to take the fight to the narco-terrorists. Maduro, who has clung to power for over 12 years through his transparent elections, calls it a pretext for regime change. He claims 2.5 million troops are mobilized to resist the threats of bombs, death, and blackmail, and says that the U.S. wants Venezuela's oil.
I feel it's more oil than anything else, if you ask me. But here's my issue with this though. Look, America, if you want to attack Venezuela, go ahead, right? The problem though is, the rule is, when you overthrow a government, you're responsible for the country. You get what I'm saying? So like, for instance, America couldn't just go into Iraq, depose Saddam Hussein, and then go home. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't leave the country broken like that. Like, you have to now come in and get the country. No, Madero's a horrible person. I get that, Bozak. I ain't even fighting you on that. But my problem is, when you take down a government, now you're responsible for the country. The whole of Venezuela, you know what I mean? Not just downtown fucking Caracas. The whole country is now yours, which means US troops have to go in there and regulate, and you have to set up. Guys, you talking hundreds of billions of fucking dollars. Look at Iraq. Now, with Iraq, they had IEDs and all kinds, Al-Qaeda and all kinds of shit like that, you know, to come in, because that became a very religious war. So you'd fighters from all across the Middle East, looking at it as their religious duty to go and, you know, and fight the fucking infidels. Okay, this won't have that element to it, but still, there are U.S. soldiers who are going to die. There's no way you can take a country that big and every American comes out alive, because when you have a large mobilization, just to move a few 100,000 troops from here to somewhere else, dudes just die moving because you have so much heavy equipment, so much of this, you know what I mean? There are people who die and stuff goes on even before you get to the fucking war zone. So this is big. And the thing with Trump is that he campaigned on no new wars, you know what I mean?
He's a fucking liar.
He campaigned on no new wars. So like, dude, what are we doing in frickin' Venezuela? I'm not saying we can't win, but I don't know if that's the fight to fight. Because
how about we fight the fight within America first? How about we try to get on the same page here? There's several other things to fucking worry about than other countries.
Well, I mean, MAGA with you on that. Not everybody signed on to this. Like, the comments I just showed you, they were all supportive. But dude, a lot of MAGA dudes is like, wait a minute now. Why we in Venezuela?
Why are we believing this man who does nothing but lie?
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna fight back. Will it be successful? Probably not. We have way more machinery and equipment than they do, but you gotta understand, like, with fights you never know. You know, things could go frickin' sideways. Beyond that, the U.S. is also involved in Israel with Gaza, right? So that's another battle that's going on. Beyond that, the Ukraine-Russia thing is beginning to affect NATO because Russia's flying drones into other countries, right? So NATO is gearing up for war. So like, dude, like, I mean, and we would have to fight in that or leave NATO. I don't fucking know. But I mean, like, you can't, so now you have your military spread out all over these different points that it doesn't need to be. Like, to me, Venezuela ain't a fucking priority. I don't, yeah, but Fry Plantain, you gotta understand, like, you're not just gonna walk in there, take everything, and every American walk away alive. You're not just gonna walk in there, take everything, and it don't cost you any money.
He doesn't care.
The bombs and shit that you have to drop to take control of the country can be into the tens of billions of fucking dollars. And why, when the economy is crashing here and everybody fucking need help, you know what I mean? Like so many people in America fucked right now. But it is what it is. Let's see how it goes. You know what I mean?
Sad.
Is my Caribbean cruise coming up screwed? Maybe. I don't know. What we'll have to see. But this life, you know, these things happen.
Is it?
I don't know, but I mean, like we're pairing up.
This is insane.
Look how much gear we have in the Middle East. I mean, we have 8 U.S. warships.
Not necessarily a fair fight, is it?
10 F-35s to Puerto Rico getting ready. Soldiers aircraft. I mean, we have a lot of shit ready to roll. You know. We'll see.
I hate my opponents.
Yeah. The move revealed in a secret memo of Congress gives Trump sweeping wartime powers to strike, kill, and detain cartel members without a trial. U.S. has enough firepower according to the Washington Examiner. Let me see what the Washington Examiner said about this. This is a conservative paper, so if there are comments on this, we could see like what we could kind of get a feel for like what MAGA thinks of this. I'd have to sign up. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I ain't signing for y'all bullshit. Yeah. So we'll see. It is
depressing. Every day it's something more sad, more divide.
I mean, they're training.
More gross.
They've been training volunteer citizens to fight amid rising tensions with the U.S.
Let's see. How many countries are going to hate us? Oh, wait. They all do.
I'd say this, though. The way to fight the U.S. military is not to do it in fucking uniform. You cannot fucking take on the U.S. military head on. And a lot of countries figured that out looking at Iraq. The only way to fight the U.S. military is for every soldier in Venezuela to take their uniform off, put on civilian clothes, and then blend in with the general population. And then as they come in, then you do guerrilla strikes, bam, 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 and disappear, you know what I mean? And they had a lot of success with that in Iraq. That's why these fights are changing, because dudes now have a template on how to fight the U.S. in urban warfare. And this is super fucking dangerous. So why put soldiers into that if they don't need to? I don't know.
Because he doesn't care.
He's saying Trump won on Truth Social at the time, stop selling fentanyl, narcotics, and illegal drugs in America and committing violence and terrorism against America. But dude, if you're looking to stop drugs, then the biggest cartels ain't gonna be Venezuela, it's gonna be fucking Mexico. You know? Like if you want to stop drugs, stop it in Mexico. Because yes, it's coming from like Colombia and places like that, right? But Mexico is where it's really coming across the border, you know? So the mass strategy. Yeah, but we'll see.
I need a BBL.
You want one?
No, I need a video. I need something more light.
This is just the news, but this isn't like really heavy yet because no fighting has started yet. Like this could all end tomorrow. He could change his mind, you know, and be like, "Hey, Maduro's agreed to X, Y, Z," and then it's a win, you know. So we'd have to see. So I wouldn't panic just yet. Let's let more stuff happen.
There are other things to panic about, though.
All right, moving on. He already put the green light on Mexico. I know, but...
No trips to Mexico, guys.
Yeah, but, okay, do see what? But if we... Okay, here's the thing. I showed you all that video of the cartel members with the long line of cars. Okay, hold on. You guys see this shit. Okay. Cartel, video, military... Vehicle. How do you spell vehicle? Vehicle, convoy. Too late, I already spelled it. Thank you, though. Okay.
Fuck.
Okay, this shit, guys. This the cartel in Mexico. I mean, some of you have seen this video before because it plays everywhere because everyone is like so fucking like, wow, they have so much gear. Okay? Check this shit out. And these dudes work for El Mencho.
Pura gente del señor Mencho. Pura gente del señor Mencho. Pura gente del señor Mencho. Pura gente del señor Mencho. Pura gente del señor Mencho. Puro grupo libre. Pura gente del señor Mencho. Pura gente del
Anyway, you'll get an idea of how many cars this is and how many dudes this is. And you can see they're pretty well equipped, and that line goes on forever, okay? Now, the US could have just swooped in there with some drones and level all of them, you know what I mean? But the issue with that is Mexico is an ally, and you don't really fly into your allies' countries and blow shit the fuck up, you know what I mean? So
let's see how long that lasts.
So I don't know. But if I'm a cartel member, I'm scared because you are now a terrorist, dog. You're no longer just a drug lord anymore. You're considered a fucking terrorist, so good luck, you know? They buy the gear from the US government.
I agree, Owen.
Anyway, we'll see.